Stop buying expensive cabinet cleaners. Seriously, put the bottle back on the shelf. You are wasting your money on chemicals that leave a sticky residue and smell like a chemical factory exploded in your kitchen. I'm going to show you how to clean your wood cabinets using something you probably throw away every single morning. Coffee grounds. Yes, coffee. It sounds crazy, I know, but this isn't just about tossing grounds on a rag. There is a specific method to this. If you do it wrong, you'll have brown sludge in your grain. If you do it right, you'll have cabinets that look restored, smell incredible, and cost you $0. I've been cleaning houses for 30 years, following in my father's and grandfather's footsteps. We don't guess, we test. And this method, it works. Stick around because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you the exact ratio, the exact tool, and the exact motion to make your old greasy wood cabinets look brand new again. Intro and problem. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Wash. I'm a third-generation janitor. I don't sell products. I don't have sponsors telling me what to say. I just tell you what actually gets dirt off surfaces without ruining them. Today, we are tackling the biggest eyesore in most American kitchens, the wood cabinets. Let's talk about the problem. Look at your upper cabinets, specifically the ones above the stove and the ones near the handle areas. Do you see that dull, hazy film? That's not just dust. That is a combination of airborne cooking grease, hand oils from opening and closing the doors, and old polish buildup. Most people try to fix this with two things: water and vinegar or store-bought wood sprays. Here is why those fail. Water and vinegar might cut the grease initially, but water swells wood fibers. Over time, that causes the finish to cloud or even peel. And those store-bought sprays, they're mostly silicone oil. They don't clean anything. They just coat the existing dirt with a shiny layer. It looks good for about 20 minutes, then the dust sticks to the oil, and you have an even grimier mess. You're trapped in a cycle of cleaning dirt with more dirt. You need something that absorbs the grease, gently exfoliates the grime without scratching the finish, and leaves a natural scent that masks cooking odors rather than covering them up with fake lemon perfume. That is where the coffee comes in. But before we get to the how, you need to understand the why, because if you don't understand the chemistry, you won't trust the process. The reason why coffee works. Coffee grounds are not magic, they are science. Used coffee grounds have 3 specific properties that make them ideal for wood cabinet maintenance. First, they are mildly abrasive. Not like sandpaper, think of them like a very fine pumice stone. When mixed with a little moisture, they create a paste that can scrub away the bonded grease and old polish residue without cutting into the clear coat of your wood. Steel wool is too harsh, scouring pads are too rough. Coffee grounds are just right. Second, coffee is acidic. Not highly acidic like vinegar, which can strip finishes if left too long, but mildly acidic. This acidity helps break down alkaline residues, like soap scum or hard water spots, that often build up on cabinets near the sink. It neutralizes the pH balance on the surface, allowing the wood to breathe again. Third, and this is the part people love, coffee is a deodorizer. It doesn't just mask smells, it absorbs them. If your kitchen smells like last night's fried fish or burnt toast, wiping down your cabinets with coffee grounds will pull those odor molecules out of the wood grain and replace them with a warm, roasted scent. It's subtle. It's not like you're walking into a Starbucks. It's just clean, fresh, natural. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wash, aren't you going to stain my light-colored wood? That is the #1 fear, and it's a valid one. If you use wet, fresh grounds, yes, you might stain it, but we are using used grounds. The color has already been extracted. The pigment is gone. What's left is the fiber and the oil-absorbing capacity. We're also going to mix it with a specific carrier agent to ensure no staining occurs. So, let's get into the solution, the hidden coffee method. Here is exactly what you need. You don't need to buy anything special. Used coffee grounds, about half a cup. Make sure they're cool and dry. If they're soggy from the machine, spread them on a paper towel for an hour to dry out slightly. We want damp, not wet. Olive oil or mineral oil. 1 tablespoon. This is crucial. The coffee scrubs, but the oil conditions. Wood needs moisture to stay flexible and prevent cracking. Olive oil is fine if you're using it immediately. Mineral oil is better if you want it to last longer without going rancid. But olive oil works perfectly for this hack. A soft microfiber cloth. Do not use paper towels, they shred. Do not use old t-shirts, they can be too rough. Use a clean, soft microfiber. A small bowl for mixing. Step 1. The prep. Before you touch the cabinets, you need to remove the loose debris. Take a dry microfiber cloth and wipe down the cabinet doors. Get the dust off. If you skip this, you're just grinding dust into the wood with the coffee paste. That creates scratches. Always dry dust first. Also, remove any hardware if you can. Knobs and handles trap gunk. If you can't remove them, just be careful around them. We'll clean them separately later. Step 2. The mix. In your small bowl, take your half cup of used coffee grounds. Add the 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mix it with your finger or a spoon. You're looking for a consistency like wet sand. It should hold together when you squeeze it, but crumble easily. If it's too dry, add a few drops more oil. If it's too wet, add more grounds. Do not add water. Water is the enemy here. We want oil-based cleaning, not water-based. Oil-based cleaning, not water-based. Let the paste sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. This gives the coffee time to absorb the odors and the oil time to penetrate the wood fibers. Do not let it dry completely. If it starts to look crusty, you've waited too long. Step 4. The removal. This is the most important step. Take a clean, dry section of your microfiber cloth, wipe away the coffee paste. You'll see the cloth turn brown. That's the dirt coming off. Keep folding the cloth to a clean side. Do not just smear the dirt around. Wipe until all visible grounds are gone. Now take a second clean, dry microfiber cloth, buff the surface. This removes any residual oil and brings out the shine. You should see an immediate difference. The haze is gone, the wood grain looks deeper, the surface feels smooth, not sticky. Step 5. The hardware. Don't forget the knobs. Take a tiny bit of the remaining paste on an old toothbrush, gently scrub around the base of the knobs where gunk accumulates. Wipe clean with a damp cloth, then dry immediately. Pro tip: maintenance and frequency. Here is a pro tip that most cleaning channels won't tell you. Do not do this every week. This is a deep conditioning treatment, not a daily wipe down. Doing this once a month is plenty. If you do it too often, you risk building up oil residue, which attracts more dust. For weekly maintenance, just use a dry microfiber cloth. Dust is the main enemy. If you have a sticky spot, use a tiny drop of dish soap on a damp cloth, wipe it, and dry it immediately. But for the overall health and look of your wood, the coffee method once a month keeps the finish supple and the smell fresh. Also, save your grounds. Don't throw them all away. Keep a jar in the freezer. Used grounds can mold if left in a warm bin. Freezing them keeps them fresh and ready for your next cleaning session. It's zero waste and it saves you money. Another tip: if you have very dark wood like espresso or walnut, this method works beautifully. If you have very light wood like maple or birch, be extra careful with the ratio. Use less coffee, more oil. You want the cleaning power of the grit but minimal pigment contact. Always test that hidden spot first. What about sealed versus unsealed wood? This method is for sealed wood. Most modern cabinets have a polyurethane or lacquer finish. If you have raw, unfinished wood, do not use this. Unfinished wood will absorb the oil and stain permanently. If you're unsure, check the underside of a door. If it looks shiny and smooth, it's sealed. If it looks rough and matte, it might be unfinished. When in doubt, test a small area. Common mistakes to avoid. I see people mess this up in 3 ways. 1. Using fresh grounds. Fresh grounds are too wet and too pigmented. They will stain. Always use used brewed grounds. 2. Using too much water. As I said, water swells wood. Keep the mixture oil-based. If you need more lubrication, add more oil, not water. 3. Not buffing enough. If you leave oil on the surface, it becomes a dust magnet. The buffing step is not optional. It seals the deal. You want the wood to look satin, not glossy and greasy. So, there you have it, the hidden coffee method. It's cheap, it's effective, and it uses something you already have. Your cabinets will look cleaner, smell better, and last longer. No harsh chemicals, no expensive sprays, just good old-fashioned elbow grease and a little bit of science. If this video helped you save some money and get your kitchen looking sharp, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post new cleaning hacks every week, all tested by me, a third-generation janitor who cares about doing the job right. I want to hear from you. What is your biggest cleaning headache right now? Is it greasy stovetops, cloudy glass shower doors, mold in the grout? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I often pick my next video topic based on what you guys are struggling with. If you want to see how I tackle the nastiest part of the kitchen, the gas stove burners, click on this video right here. I show you how to remove baked-on carbon without scrubbing for hours. It's a game changer. Thanks for watching. Keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next one.